Hi, I'm Ellie, and I am blessed to be here today to share with you that during freedom sessions, I have been radically set free. In one particular session, a memory came to me about something that was spoken over me by a family member when I was probably preteen. And it was spoken over me that I was so tall and my feet were so big, no one would ever love me. And this had, in ways that I had no idea, it had permeated every part of who I became. When I walked into a room, I was really uncomfortable with myself and really uncomfortable in every situation, and really did not believe that I was worthy of love. During one of the freedom sessions, as I said, when this came up, God really set me free. I am absolutely, I believe that I am loved and I am worthy, and that He created me just as I am for His glory, to shine forth His light, maybe from a taller perspective. As a child, I never felt worthy. I definitely wasn't heard. Felt unlovely and unlovable. And so I remember doing so many things as a child to please people, please my family members, so that I could be loved. And over the years, a lot of the same thing went on in relationships, and also it kept me out of relationship because I did not know how, because of all of the things that I had stuffed over the years. I wasn't worthy, I wasn't lovely, I wasn't lovable. All those messages just kind of got stuffed down, way down, so that I had so many soul wounds that I believe at that point in my 40s, when I began to get sick, that it had a lot to do with all of the wounding from the past, rejecting myself in addition, and the rejection of other people, the perceived rejection of other people. And I had so many wounds that were just pushed down because I couldn't deal with them. As a child, I did not know how to deal with them as an adult. And in my 60s, in freedom sessions, as we invited Jesus into these places of wounding, and He began to heal one by one by one, and the doors opened, and I became more and more free. And the freedom that I experience today is amazing. And I believe that because of the soul wounds that I was carrying, I became sick. And because Jesus has now gone in where those wounds were, and He's healed me, and He's set me free, that now I walk in so much freedom, so much healing. My body is, in my 60s, I began to experience this freedom, and I just continue to get healthier and healthier physically, and healthier in my relationship dynamics, healthier and more able to love and be loved. Before going through freedom sessions, I was in a good marriage, but things weren't great. Before I got healed, before transformation, I was quite the victim, and in my marriage, that presented itself with lots of emotion. To my husband, I would go to him with great emotion, and I would blame, and not necessarily him, it might be someone who was attached to him in some way, or someone special to him in some way, or whatever. But I had victim mentality, and I was pitiful, and I presented myself powerful, but I was taking the victim role, and I was blaming him, and I was blaming other people. And so that really interfered with our marriage, in that my husband became very defensive, and we did this little dance that was not pleasant because we argued and we said things that were ugly to each other. And once I started going through the freedom sessions and began to God started healing all of those soul wounds and setting me free. And my husband got on track with me because he saw what was going on. He was so totally in agreement with everything that I was walking in the freedom. And he absolutely accepted so freely what God was doing in me. And he began to want to know more, and he stepped out into understanding who he is as I began to find out who I am. And our marriage is radically transformed. During the freedom session, I found out that my father's involvement in Masonry had a real impact on my life in many ways that I had no idea prior to then. I was angry, there was a lot of bitterness, there was sickness, and that was all brought into my life, into my family's life, as a result of Freemasonry. And now I've been set free, and all those demonic ties, all the control, it's gone, and I'm free, and my life is totally different. So I thank God for freedom.